It's the Snowpocalypse podcast. Do we not a snowcast?
Snowpocalypse? No.
No. Snowcast. It's Deanna
I have to
Cruz.
try.
Yeah, Deanna Cruz Unfiltered. We are all together. This to me seems like a miracle because we have been trying so hard to get together, and because of all the snow we've been getting, it's like impossible. Or we can't record this day because it's gonna snow, and then the roads are gonna be bad. And I was actually at the point where I was like, I'll just walk there. But I was like, that's a pretty far walk. Just a couple hills you got to go through. I don't know if that's a good idea. So I was thinking about it in my mind.
A few miles, huh?
You're probably what, 3 miles from me?
From you, it's probably two, maybe
2.5.
more. I'd say at least 2.
I can make it. I'd make it.
You make it. It'd take a
But
long
I'd be
time.
grumpy as hell.
Yeah, your feet would be so cold.
Oh my God, so cold.
So sweaty and
so
cold.
So sweaty and cold.
wet.
Which is the worst thing about this weather is that my feet get cold. Currently, I have a heating pad. What would you call this thing? A little
hot
pad on my feet with Jeff's slippers.
I think it's meant for your neck, right?
Yeah.
No, it could be for anywhere. It could
But
be for your feet.
It's the thing you full of rice you throw in the microwave.
Yeah, and it heats up. I've had it for years. And you just pop it in the microwave for a couple minutes and it warms up. But yes, so our current situation right now is a slushy and messy here.
Rain falling, melting the snow.
Yeah, and the main roads are
soup.
fine. Main roads are fine. Side roads, all back roads, absolutely suck. So I wouldn't even venture off.
Unless you have Cindy to pick you up.
Yeah, unless you have an all-wheel drive vehicle.
Unless you have a
which I do
nurse.
not.
All-wheel drive.
But she's nervous driving.
Yeah,
in the
I'm
snow.
nervous too because I'm just not used to it. It's like I got the proper car for the situation, but I don't have the skills yet.
Well, you do now.
Yeah. Working on it.
Yeah, so they've been calling it Snowpocalypse, and it's literally snowed here since a week ago, Sunday,
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
Over a week and a half.
Yep.
This is the 4th snowstorm we've gotten back to back. It's weird because I don't know what's going to happen the next morning. Like, am I going to work? Am I not going to go to work? Are the roads going to be clear? Am I going to make it to CrossFit? Are we going to record the podcast? And all this stuff just gives me anxiety. I just want it to be done with. Like, I'm someone who likes my schedule. And I'm going to do this, this, and this. So when Jeff is like, hey, we could record at night, in my head, I'm like, no, we can't record at night. It has to be done when everything else is done on my schedule. But yeah, it could potentially be done at night. But then the roads are going to get icy at night. And I don't know if I want to drive in that. And then, so all these thoughts are running through my mind while I'm trying to figure out how are we going to record the next episode.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I get it. I was like now or way later. Yeah. Once I get to campus, I plan on putting myself in front of the computer for several hours.
Yeah.
So what this means for the listeners is everything you're hearing was recorded the day before you're hearing it.
Yeah.
That's the way it's been for a while now.
Yeah, it has. It's been and I honestly was like, I don't know if we're going to record an episode this week. I really didn't know.
Our podcast was going to have a snow day.
It was going to have a snow day, officially a snow day.
That would have been so Seattle.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I've been trying to explain to my friends.
Oh my God, too much snow for a podcast. That's the weeniest thing I've ever heard.
I've been trying to tell my friends on the East Coast. My friend Dina called me yesterday because I posted up a video.
Dina called Deanna?
Yeah. Oh God. And then her cousin's name is Diana. So it was when the three of us hang out, it's really confusing.
And someone else's name is Diane, I think.
Yeah.
Crazy.
Yeah, can you imagine?
That's
There's too many
crazy.
D's in the building.
Oh, that's never a problem.
Oh.
Yes, it is. So Dina calls me and she's like, what the hell's going on over there? Do they not clean the roads? Because I did a video on my road. I live in Wallingford. And I was like, no, Dina, they don't clean the side roads. This is my life right now. And she goes, are you kidding me? She's like, we're supposed to get a snowstorm tomorrow night. So it is snowing on the East Coast right now. And they're supposed to be slammed. And I've gotten a couple videos from my friends back there too, saying why'd you send this over here? I'm like, it belongs over there. Okay. You guys do so much
It came
better.
from there.
Yeah. You do so much better than we do under these circumstances. You have enough trucks. You have enough ice. You prepare for this. Seattle does not prepare for this. We shut down.
Imagine if we'd gotten hit with the polar vortex air and it was below zero here.
Well, yesterday, as I'm sitting there, or
We'd all just die.
Yeah. I'm laying in bed.
You couldn't handle it.
No, in my head, I'm like, the lights are flickering. Oh no, now we're going to lose power. Oh, great. Now
Some people did.
Yeah, some people did lose power. Fortunately, we did not lose power. And so I was like, oh, Thank you. I don't know what I would do because I completely lose my mind. By then, I'd just walk up to the QFC in Wallingford and back. Just
what was it
get
like?
my steps in.
I went to Trader Joe's on Friday night, and there were like 25 employees and me.
That's it.
And it was like 7 o'clock. They were open for 2 more hours, but
nice.
there was no one shopping but me, and there was nothing on the shelves. Nothing.
Did they?
They didn't have a single container of milk of any kind in any size. No, not a single loaf of bread.
Yeah.
It was crazy.
I don't get it.
I
man.
went to the
That's
grocery
crazy.
store, I want to say Thursday. So we got hit with a storm on Friday. And then I went to the grocery store on Thursday. And it just wasn't computing in my head. Like I had already gotten groceries, period. But I needed a couple of things. And I was like, why is it so busy right now? And then I'm like, oh, because the snow is coming, right? So I didn't go to the grocery store Friday. I think I went by Sunday, I was already like, get me out of the house. I need to go work out. So I went to a cycling class in Greenwood. And I went to Fred Meyer's, right across the street. Like there's that huge Fred Meyer there. Fred Meyer, by the way, for my East Coast friends, is this huge store that has everything.
It's Kroger. It's Kroger and more.
Yeah.
We don't have
For
that
East
either.
Coasters.
Yeah. Some people
I don't
know
think we
Kroger
have that either.
Right, that's what I'm telling the people on the East Coast.
No, but I don't think we have Kroger.
Yeah. Some people don't have Kroger.
On the East Coast?
I don't know in
Yeah, that's where it's from.
Oh.
No, but
Kroger.
we don't. Upstate New York, I believe, has Kroger, but not in like
Florida doesn't.
Boston, Massachusetts. I don't
Probably
think
got
we have
like
Kroger.
You probably got a different Kroger brand.
Yeah, maybe.
Kroger branded store.
Yeah, I'm not sure, but this one is different because it has. You need shoes, they got shoes. you need a blanket, they got a blanket. You need a couch. You get a couch here. It's amazing. It has everything. So
Kinda
I
like
walked
Target.
in there and it wasn't
Walmart.
it was like a super Target. Yeah. It was super Walmart. And it was busy, but it wasn't as crazy as it was. I had heard about Friday and Saturday. But I'm like, that's what happens on the East Coast when there's a huge storm coming too. People go buy the bread, they buy the milk, they buy the peanut butter and jelly, like they get ready for the storm, they buy the batteries and all that stuff. But speaking of, I was then on Sunday on a mission thinking to myself, no, I need to get a shovel because it's snowy out there. I need a shovel. I need to find some stuff to melt this ice out here. I could use cat litter. I got that. So I get home and then Rachel's like, hey, how'd you get your car out? I said, I kind of like stole/borrowed the neighbor's shovel. And she's like, what do you mean? I said, I don't know. I felt bad going behind that person's house. So I went across the street and he left it right in the front by his door. So I took it. And she's like, you took the shovel? I said, yeah, but I put it back. She's like, what if they said something to you? I'd be like, I need to take my car out. Like, what do you mean? You know?
Thanks for the shovel.
Yeah,
You
thanks
left
for
it
the
out
shovel.
me,
Yeah, you were thinking about me. So I said, so I got home and she's like, what do you want to do? I said, I'm on a mission to find a shovel. So let's go to
There's no way
a
you found
hardware
one.
store. Dude, do you not watch my Instagram stories?
I thought
I see some of them. I can't see them all.
This was Sunday though. We went to the hardware store on Stoneway. Walked down there.
Well,
Obviously,
I love that
there's a sign that says we don't have any de-icer, we don't have any shovels, da da da. So I ended up going to the gardening section, and I end up getting something that I could use to like just pick the ice and break the ice up, which works, by the way. And then Rachel was gonna get a rake to help rake that ice, and I was like, I don't know. So we did that. Lasted about 30 minutes outside. My arm started killing me, and I said, "This is stupid." And then I put some cat litter down because so people wouldn't slip. And then yesterday we actually I didn't have to work, so she's like, "Hey, you want to go to Target? Kind of feel like going to Target." And I was like, "Yeah, let's see if they have shovels." We literally walk into Target. We forget what we went there for. Oh, look at this clothes. And we're like, oh, it's so nice in here. Nobody's in here because it's snowing again. And so all of a sudden I kind of look in I go, oh my God, Rachel, shovels. That girl has a shovel. We need to get shovels. So we completely forgot why we had gone there. And so we go up to her. We're like, hey, where'd you get those shovels? She goes, they're downstairs. They're in the aisle, So we're like, quick, we got to go downstairs before they sell out. So we go downstairs. This is the Northgate Target, where they have 2 levels. So we go downstairs and we're looking for where they said the shovels were. I'm thinking, oh, it'd be right smack in the middle so you wouldn't miss it. Nope. It's in the aisle. And there was probably 10, 15 left. We grab one. We're trying to decide which one we want. In the meantime, by the time we decide which one we want, there's probably only 6 left.
Oh, wow.
People came and got them. And they were on clearance for $13. So we got a shovel. We realized today we probably got the wrong one, but I'm like, hey, at least we got a shovel.
All right.
And so Rachel was super happy because she was like, I bought this. I'm going to use it and clean this damn sidewalk. I said, all right, you have fun. I'm going to go record the podcast.
I'm surprised they didn't capitalize on everybody needing it and they have it on clearance versus like
I think
marking it up.
It's a store-wide thing. Like Target, if in one store has it on clearance, like, or if they decide it's going, all the stores have to do it. But you know what I thought as we were standing there? I said, Rachel, quick. Let's buy like 2 or 3 and sell them on eBay.
Yeah, sell them on Craigslist for $100.
Let's sell them, Mikey. We'll jack it up, sell it for $50.
So neighborly. You borrow one from your neighbor,
People
but
do
then
that
you
shit to
gouge
us
them
all
to
the
sell
time.
them
They
one.
do that. Your chains you got upstairs, sell that on eBay. Sell that on eBay.
I'll just return them. Thanks, O'Reilly's. You know who you can count on when you need a shovel?
Who?
Tyson. Tyson brought us a shovel.
That.
Shout out to Tyson.
Yeah.
Thank you for bringing us a shovel.
Did she have? Do you still have it?
Yeah.
Okay. So she had extra.
She did.
But I didn't know anybody that had a shovel anywhere around us. I was like, dude, this is the weirdest feeling. Like, how do I not have a shovel? There's not a shovel in the house. Like, it was just the weirdest thing. Like,
only every 8 years do you need one.
But it's crazy to me. I've never seen so much snow here in Seattle.
Me neither.
Yeah, it's insane. And the roads, I've never seen roads like that. Like, are you serious?
Yeah.
Like they do not plow the side roads. They don't do any clearing. I don't know.
I've seen this once before, but this was a little worse.
Yeah, it's definitely. I can understand why the city shuts down, just because you cannot get around unless you're like off the main roads or you are on the main road.
We have so many hills, and we have so many drivers who don't know how to drive in it, and we just don't have the removal equipment or manpower.
Yeah. So I hear that Wednesday we get a break, and the snow's coming back just in time for Valentine's Day.
Well, the temperatures are so high. It's like in the 40s.
Dude, you say it's so high. You say it's supposed to be high and stuff like that. But here's the thing. Like, it lasts, it's like 37 for, 5 hours? But then it gets cold again. And although it's not freezing temperatures, it's still cold where it's going to be slick out there. So it's like you have to be careful.
I don't think anything's going to freeze or accumulate.
But it's going to be slick out there.
It's going to be wet out there.
It's slick. It'll be slippery.
Water's
How about
slippery.
we put you to the test and we send you outside and see if your ass falls in the ice? Because I will guarantee you, your ass will fall.
Are you shaming the cripple?
Yes, I am.
Aww.
No, I'm just trying to
Tom
make
shoveled me a path to my car. That was very sweet.
But I'm trying to make your legs stronger.
That is really sweet, Tom.
Remember Sarah Heron was like saying how you need to work that muscle?
You know, I drove in the worst of this blizzard. I drove to physical therapy at the top of the biggest hill in the city.
Believe you did this.
3 times. I made it. Made it there and back.
Without chains.
Without chains.
Yeah.
Without any accidents. But it was sketchy for sure. Don't recommend
scary.
it. If you're not trying to fix your knee, I don't recommend it.
Yeah.
If you want to fix your knee, but not fix your face. No, just joking.
Yeah, if you want to fix your knee and your car, go for it.
Yeah. So yeah, that's what we've been going through on the West Coast. East Coast is getting, like I said, they're getting snow too. But they just know how to handle it better. Like, it wouldn't debilitate the state for 4 or 5 days. It would just shut it down for maybe 1 day. Next day, boom, it's back to like,
We are in an official state of emergency since Friday.
It's crazy.
Yep.
It's crazy. I don't know. Thank
Well,
God
it
for
looks like
friends. That's all I can say. Shout out to Rachel who drove me to the gym today because I couldn't get my car out. I was like stuck, and I literally was like back and forth trying to rock it. And then I start walking to her door. She opens the door. She goes, "Here you go." She gives me the shovel. And I was like, I don't know if I'm going to be able to get out. So then I dug like kind of a path. And then I was like, screw this. I had decided like, okay, I'm not going to go to work. So I'll just go to a later class because then it'll be slushier and stuff. And so I walked back to Rachel's door and she's like, do you want to just go to open gym with me at 10? I'll drive you. And I was like, that sounds like a great idea. And so I just went to open gym. But yeah, shout out to also CrossFit Ballard for being open, man.
Yeah, man.
I was like, man, you guys are, they're still open at 6 a.m. and everything. I'm like, that's amazing.
Really?
Yeah.
They never
haven't canceled classes at all.
Not once during this thing?
No.
No?
Luckily, like,
Impressive.
I mean, I know Aaron lives super local. I don't
think
know about
Sarah
everybody else.
and Aaron also live close.
But yeah, they haven't canceled.
No, they haven't canceled at all.
Right on.
Yeah. Let's talk about the Grammys that were on Sunday night. There was a bunch of performances. I did really like the opening act with you didn't like Camilla?
I missed the opening. I started watching on my phone once I downloaded the Hulu Live thing, but I couldn't figure out how to put it on my big screen. So I watched from my phone like probably 30 minutes in or 45 minutes in. So I missed a bunch.
We need to get you a digital antenna. That's
we
what,
will.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We're on a mission. I had, like I
Hook
said,
it
I have
up.
an extra one. I'm just gonna break into your house. I have your key. Just hook it up. One day you're gonna be like, where'd this channel come from?
I'll appreciate it.
So where'd this channel come from? Favorite performances? Anything come to mind?
Hands down, Alicia Keys playing
On the
2
piano.
Alicia Keys, she did a bit where she just did a medley of a bunch of classic songs. So just, I don't know. Just kind of a random assortment of her favorite songs. She was playing 2 pianos at once.
Yeah.
She stole the show, in my opinion. And she was just hosting. You know, she wasn't there to win an award or present an award. She was just the host, and she killed it.
Yeah, she was amazing. I would say that I tweeted at that point. I was like, somebody give her a third piano. Can you imagine? She just turns around and she's on the third one. Like, wouldn't that be amazing?
That would be something.
Yeah. What did you think about? There was some controversy with J-Lo and her performing the Motown tribute. What did you? Oh, Tech Tom's shaking his head.
Yeah.
Come on, Tech Tom. What did you think?
So yeah, she's a standard. She got up, she did her thing or whatever. But I was bummed that there are people who are doing that genre of music now.
Still,
they even had Leon Bridges right up after that to give an award, and it's like, why not have the people that are doing it now get up?
I agree.
Yeah.
And then she, I'm pretty sure she was singing the tracks. She was lip syncing on most of
I
her
don't
thing.
know if she was. Was she
It
lip
was
singing
back
or
and
she?
forth.
Yeah.
During the really active dancing numbers, she was.
Yeah.
Which is
lip-syncing.
common of J-Lo to do, by the
Sure.
way.
But
But I will. When I was listening to her, I was kind of like, wow, she sounds a little different, but she also sings a different genre of music. So I was like, maybe I'm just not used to listening to her sound like that, right? Because this time she's actually singing. But I was kind of like, man, she sounds kind of good.
I thought it was a really good performance.
It is a great
Yeah.
performance, no doubt.
Yeah.
It's just.
But people were upset that this was the controversy, that she shouldn't have been the one that did it because she's not Motown. And then I just think, like, you know what? You don't have to be Motown in order to like it, like in order to
Sure.
enjoy it
Or
and be able to
tribute.
perform it or do a tribute.
Yeah.
But we do have a whole new generation of neo soul folks who are awesome. It would have been cool to recognize them.
Yeah, I agree. But she did kill it. Her and her dance moves. She's got her signature butt shake, which I feel like she does in every single performance of hers. So I was like, oh, there she goes, and she looked stunning as usual. So yeah, that was pretty good. What'd you think of the opening though with Camila?
I don't know. It didn't really do much for me, and I kind of went into the other room and missed a lot of it.
I felt like she, because then she brought out Ricky Martin.
Oh, yeah,
I
that
like
was
Ricky
funny.
Martin. Yeah. So it was kind of like, she was Havana, and it was like Spanish, and she was like dancing too, and it almost made me feel like, yo, that's gonna be the future J-Lo. Like,
Really?
Just looking at her dancing, her performance style, I was like, dude, she could be the next J-Lo, Like, I don't know. But I'm just saying.
I didn't realize she was like 4 feet tall.
Who?
She's so tiny.
Yeah.
Camila.
But and you also didn't realize that
I didn't
Michelle
realize Michelle
was
Obama
so
is 7
tall.
feet tall.
Yeah, but in the picture though, I think she was just pictured with a lot of shorties.
I mean,
Just Jada Pinkett Smith is
probably.
short.
I'm joking,
yeah.
but
Lady Gaga's short. Lady Gaga, I thought, looked amazing. Like, just her hair. I actually took a picture of her hair, and I was going to send it to my hairdresser and said, Alicia, do you think you could do this cut? Because I just liked the cut of it. Just kind of like, and it was shorter. I have a picture here. But I thought that she had like the dark roots with the, what do you call that? Silver blonde.
platinum.
Is that called platinum?
I don't know.
No, but she looked good.
was
I thought
very,
she looked
very,
good. The
very
dress
blonde.
was great.
Platinum.
People were talking about her performance and how they were like, yo, she needs some help.
I honestly.
Do you think that?
I love Lady Gaga. I like most of her performances. That one, I wasn't crazy about it.
She's just
Weird.
I mean, I really like her, but she does those weird things though. Like,
Right.
I
mean,
That's
I
just
still
who she
thought
is.
in general it was good. What was weird is like when she does these
Yes.
weird monster movements.
It was very incongruous singing that song
Yes.
"Shallow" from that movie.
Yeah.
But then doing her like crazy
Gaga moves.
like Marilyn Manson freakish dance moves.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah.
what's
She was
going on.
also wearing these like stiletto. Did you see her heels?
Yeah.
I'm like, I would not venture
yeah.
off into the snow
Those
with
were like-
those platform heels.
Yeah, those were
Stripper heels.
Strippers would have
yes,
trouble with those.
Yes.
Yeah.
I personally, I think I've gotten used to the whole Gaga, the way she performs sometimes. But I miss Bradley Cooper. Like, it's a duet. Like,
Yeah.
He was at the BAFTAs. He was at the British Film Awards.
I know, but it's still, I was just kind of like, oh, the song
they
just
won.
the song didn't feel the same to me without his voice in it.
It needed someone. She needs to duet with someone if it's not him.
Yes, like someone else had to.
Yeah, they
had to
could have
step
had.
up.
Yeah, someone. I mean, they had so many great artists there. Could have jumped in with it.
I mean, you're in a room full of musicians. Just pick one.
Yeah.
So that one, I would say that the J-Lo one. Any other performances you guys liked?
The Post Malone and Chili Peppers.
Oh yeah.
I was like, when the Chili Peppers part happened, like even Jeff and I were talking about.
Why?
Like Post Malone's a much better singer than Anthony Kiedis.
He's amazing.
is.
But it's like
Never
I
thought I'd say
enjoyed
that.
listening to him sing.
That beginning part on the acoustic guitar was fantastic.
Amazing.
Yeah.
And I
that
was
was
like,
cool.
Post, can you just like keep singing?
Yep.
Yeah,
You know,
I didn't know he could sing or play guitar.
Talented,
That
yeah.
was that was cool. And then the Chili Peppers came out, and it was like,
Yeah.
it's kind of become a parody of itself.
The Dolly.
I love the Chili Peppers, but come on, guys.
Yeah. The Dolly Parton tribute. You guys saw
yeah.
that part? There was Casey Musgraves, right? Is that her name? And then I'm trying to like replaying it in
Maren
my brain.
Morris came out.
Yeah, but
Miley
then
Cyrus came out.
But there was at one point it was just Katy Perry
Yes.
and
Katy Perry crushed it.
But can I say, like, when you took those two artists, right, and you put Katy Perry killed it. Like she was, you could just see her in her zone, and she almost like. Casey was like this small little like, and then Katy comes out and you can tell who's been performing longer.
I remember that moment exactly. I
you
felt
remember?
it, and I was like,
Oh,
damn,
damn.
Katy Perry rules.
Yes. So I was like, I can't wait to see Casey Musgrave get to that point where Katy Perry's at. Because Katy Perry she was in her zone. Like it was amazing.
Hey, do you remember a year ago when I tried to take you to see Katy Perry for
And I
free?
said no.
Yeah.
Yeah, because it was at Tacoma Dome. And didn't
great.
I have,
I had no one to go with, and you didn't want to go.
but didn't I had work, right? I still, did
You
I
had
still have the
excuses.
morning show?
How'd you get tickets from your friend who's in her band?
No, I bought them. But
Why am I thought that you had a friend?
I bought them.
though.
I bought them when we were eating burgers in the middle of the night in Los Angeles.
Oh yeah, you did.
Yeah.
And I didn't go. I'll go now.
Yeah, sure you will.
I'll go to the Justin Timberlake concert that was canceled. He was at Tacoma Dome because of the snow.
Oh,
Sunday
no.
and Monday both were canceled.
Oh, we should get tickets. I want to see that.
But he's not. He actually people are refunding. He's gonna refund.
He'll come back later.
Yeah, another time around. But he's gonna refund people because he can't reschedule. This was actually the rescheduled date for a previous show that he had.
He canceled here already?
This was this past Sunday and Monday.
No,
Right, but
you
that
just
was
said-
already rescheduled
It
from
was
another
rescheduled because
cancellation?
he had like vocal issues.
Oh,
or
that's
whatever.
right. Yeah, poor guy.
Yeah. So, anything else from the Grammys?
Diana Ross killed it. I
Oh,
was super happy.
yeah.
I was so worried the whole time that she's going to fall down those stairs in that red dress.
Oh my God,
Yeah.
me too. I was
They
like,
cut away.
what's gonna happen? Her grandson is super cute.
Yes.
He was
That was
really cute.
incredible, yeah.
He's definitely gonna be like the next James Corbin with like carpool karaoke or something. That's how I kind of envision it.
Oh, you know who was definitely not lip syncing? Brandy Carlisle. Her performance was really good.
So yeah,
I walked
gotta
up
say
and I
she-
walked up and used the bathroom
Yeah,
at that point.
No, she was. She
I
was
did, I
watched
really, really good. I was like, okay, maybe I should know who this.
I think she got three Grammys.
her voice.
Mm-hmm.
Jesus, like
Yeah.
I think when I said, oh, let me listen through these things, and then her song played, I was like, "Ugh, what is that?
Yeah.
Like, because I don't appreciate the
Right.
the beginning of it. It's like
Right.
I feel like you're like purposefully making a weird voice, and the lyrics weren't pulling me in, and so it's just like next.
Yeah.
But like I did see that performance and the way it builds up, and then like the chorus, and like just she killed it.
Yep.
That
She's
I
great.
was like, wow, okay, I get it now.
And she's got a great grassroots story too.
Maybe we should have her on this podcast.
Yeah. Let's
Let's
that would
reach
be
out to
great.
her.
Let's get to that point.
What about Drake? He came on. He gave his speech.
Yeah, what kind of
he won an
stunt was
award.
that?
dude? And they
I'm not gonna be at the Grammys, or I'm gonna be hiding backstage, ready to jump out.
Right, but I think the whole point was like when he won his award and gave his like acceptance for best rap song for God's Plan, he took the time to explain that artists don't really necessarily need an award to prove that that they're any good, right?
He kind of directly shit talked the Grammys.
Yeah, he
in
did.
his
No,
acceptance
he did.
speech.
He did. And then they like cut to commercial.
Right.
I didn't really like. I mean, I read that later, but I didn't perceive it that way.
I perceived it like that.
It was his point. Take the Grammys aside. Like
Yeah.
it was a good point. It
Sure.
was just
It
like
was
totally.
like music is about opinions.
Yeah.
Not everybody. Just like me with Brandy Carlisle. At first, I was like,
Right.
no. A lot of people like that. So music is about opinions.
I agree.
Is if people are listening to your thing, whatever, then you've done well. So like, I don't see why that had why he would have got cut off. And I didn't think he did. It sounded like he
No.
finished.
No,
No,
he
they
didn't
definitely
finish.
cut him off.
They cut
But
him
they
off.
also cut a lot of. They cut everyone off.
Yeah, if they went over
Yeah,
time.
yeah.
Right.
I mean, because it's a time thing. I heard the.
And he's
I
right.
heard
to
that the
criticize
Grammys were 3 hours and 38 minutes or something long. Like that's how long we sat there watching it because it just kept running. Like everyone kept taking time. What do you think, Tech Tom? Do you think they cut him off?
They definitely cut him off. Yeah. There were a couple times when some of the girls were talking and they were like starting to play the background music, which I get it. You have to reel people in. They can't just sit there and mumble and stammer through whatever they're going to acknowledge or whatever. But I don't know. They can always. I think they should give more time to the people giving speeches, especially people when Cardi B was up there.
She was so nervous.
Yeah, so nervous and shaking. Like,
I was so happy
thank
for
some
her.
people. And then on the Instagram after the show, that's when she got to really be energetic and be like,
really
oh my
be
God.
Cardi B, right? Yeah.
That was good.
She won. She made history actually as becoming the first solo woman to win Best Rap Album with her debut of Invasion of Privacy. So congratulations to her. But she also she said that she was going to share the Grammy win with Mac Miller, who was also up for that award. She said that in the speech backstage, like too. But then people were giving her so much shit about, she shouldn't have won Best Rap Album or whatever, that she just got off of Instagram. So I was like, no,
she canceled Instagram?
Yeah, no, I was like, Cardi, we need you. We need you for, your sense of humor and everything on there.
Why don't they think she deserves
and your political
to win?
commentary?
That's how people are. Like, they always give you shit about stuff. Like, so she's going off about, I was pregnant in there trying to I worked for 4 days. Like, it slept for like 3. How you gonna tell me? Like, and then they were saying how Offset was trying to get attention from her Grammy win, because then he said, like, he released, like, he right after her Grammy win or whatever, he was like, announced his like album release and everything right afterwards, and then put out a video of like Cardi in the labor room having their baby, and they're like, what? He couldn't have waited like one more day? He couldn't have waited one more day to announce his album? Like, he had to do it right afterwards. So I was like, oh.
I don't see a problem with
If
that.
she doesn't have a problem with it.
Right. Why should we have a problem with it? Right? I was like, I don't really care.
He was, like she said, like he was helping her get through her album and like whatnot, and so I'm sure it might have even been her idea. Like,
oh, why don't you? Yeah, you don't know.
Capitalize.
Yeah, why not? Right. So yeah, anything else from the Grammys that kind of stick out? Guys?
I was gonna say I loved seeing her win and just like the
she was really
humbleness
good.
of like how she reacted to it, as well as who else kind of. It really warmed my heart to see them win. Was it Casey Musgraves?
Oh, yeah.
Like her acceptance speech. I don't know her that well. I don't listen to her stuff, but like, you could just like feel the win for her. Yeah. And her too. Mm-hmm. She also was just like, didn't even want to go up there. Like, she was just kind of like stuck looking at everybody in the crowd and like wasn't even walking towards the stage for like a couple minutes.
I liked seeing actually Lady Gaga when she won her award.
Yeah.
I missed
that one.
She got emotional.
Yeah, she did. And I was like, I'm starting to like Lady Gaga more and more. And I was like,
she's great.
Yeah. So if she comes to town, we should go see her.
Yeah. We'll get her on the podcast.
Yeah, for sure.
I would kill to see Lady Gaga. I would love to see that show.
I've seen her live when she was first starting off. I spent like New Year's Eve in Miami with my friend Scott. And he was like, let's go to the Lady Gaga show. So we ended up going to the show.
You know what? She's doing a residency in Vegas.
Let's go to Vegas.
She's there every day.
Oh yeah.
Has
she started already?
Yeah. One of the attendings went.
Yeah.
And he was like, she has 2 shows. One's like a jazz one and one's her normal. And I thought because he's like in his 60s.
Got to see both.
He's like, I thought we were going to the jazz show, but it wasn't.
But he still liked it.
I can only imagine.
Yeah. But I think they like, they're kind of hoity-toity and dressed up, and didn't
not in the Gaga gear.
No.
Yeah. I can. Poor guy.
Yeah.
Oh man.
Shawn Mendes and Miley Cyrus.
Oh yeah.
Miley crushes it, man. Miley's really coming into her own. I like her.
When she came out for the Dolly Parton tribute, and because remember I had said like I hope they do Jolene, and they did, but it's not. I don't know what it was. I feel like it was a little off. Maybe Dolly was. I don't know what it was.
I just felt bad that it seemed like on the whole Dolly Parton tribute thing, everybody sang over the top of her.
Yeah.
And like kind of like took a little bit of the thunder away, showing them, we're youthful, we can do this kind of stuff.
Yeah.
And then thankfully Little Big Town, which I don't really enjoy very much, came out, but they let her sing her song.
Yes, I agree.
Much better.
Yeah. Yeah. And I was like, but when Miley came out on that, I was like, oh, it's my song. And then I didn't know the song. It was a newer song that Dolly Parton had for with Little Big Town.
Yep.
She even said that too. Yeah. And she was like, "Oh, this is a new song," and I was like, "Thanks for saying that," because I didn't know. Yep. And then she finished off with 9 to 5, right?
Yep.
Working 9 to 5, and I was like, "Wow, how time has changed."
Yeah.
About the St. Vincent Dua Lipa, like the joint thing or whatever, super hot, like having their moment on stage was good. I don't know if that performance or not.
Yeah. Were you excited when she won? I believe.
Absolutely. She was super like nervous
new artist,
too.
right?
Yep,
it was,
Yep. Gave a little speech about it doesn't matter what your background is, where you're from, who you are, like you can do anything.
I thought it was super positive and super empowering, the Grammys.
And that was the theme.
And that was the theme. And I think Alicia Keys should come back and host again.
She crushed it.
Yeah.
Loved it.
Yeah.
Actually, she disappeared for like half the show, and I was like, "Where's Alicia Keys?" She was the best thing about this show.
Outfit change.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I expected that, but no, like she disappeared, and they had like artists introducing other artists, and I was like, "Where's Alicia Keys?"
She was taking a little break.
I wanted some Alicia Keys.
She was preparing
4 hours in heels, standing up there.
It ain't easy. She was preparing her pianos, like aligning them. She was warming up.
I also loved how she kept like kind of deviating from the script, so to speak. Like that show, every camera shot, every return from commercial break is like scripted down to the millisecond.
Yeah.
And they would come back from a break. She's like, "No, screw you. I'm just gonna do a little jam with Smokey Robinson right now, and I don't care if you like it."
It is kind of weird when you notice that they're reading off the teleprompter, and like it's kind of off. And you're like, I wish they didn't have to, but I get why you'd want those, you want those words in front of you.
Those forced, awkward jokes that they have to read off the screen.
Yeah. But
I feel like one of the times she said something like, "Oh, sorry, wasn't here right when it came back," or something. I had to chat with so and so.
Yeah, I ran into who was it? Mark Rollins. I don't remember.
Yeah.
Somebody big.
Oh no, I think she should come back, do it again next year.
Totally.
Yeah.
Nailed it.
So Valentine's Day is this week, and what are your plans, guys?
Nothing. School.
Crickets. And we're all
go
single.
See a show.
What show? Where?
Go see Prom Date Mixtape at the High Dive Saturday night on the 15th.
Oh.
Yeah.
That is not Valentine's Day.
It's the day after, right?
It's the 16th, isn't it? Because I think Valentine's Day is on Thursday.
Whatever. Saturday, High Dive.
The 15th is a Friday.
The best 80s dance party in town.
But let's go back. And what are you doing 2 days before that, which is Valentine's Day?
Physical therapy.
Oh, you are?
Mm-hmm.
Aw, they'll take care of you there.
Yeah. Maybe I'll bring my therapist some chocolates.
Isn't your therapist? Is it the guy?
He's
said?
He's like 50. He's a dude.
Nice.
He's great.
But we can make into Galentine's Day. We were talking about this in the car when
Galentine's Day.
Galentine.
Yeah.
Like gals?
Gals.
Can
gals
I be
get
one
together.
of the gals?
You want to be a gal? You got to wear a wig though. Long wig.
What?
Tom too. Tech Tom. You working that day?
I'm working on Thursday. Yes.
All right. We'll get you a wig and make it Galentine's Day. We'll go out in Fremont.
Yeah.
Why not?
Absolutely.
Well, you have class.
Oh yeah, we'll see.
She's like, I don't want to commit.
I can't commit, especially because I can't commit because of the whole school on-off thing with the weather.
Well, what happens though if you go to school, you're on campus Wednesday and Thursday, right? Mm-hmm. They canceled Monday, Tuesday. That doesn't affect you, correct?
Right.
I'm saying as far as school,
but I go to campus even when I don't have class,
right?
To like study in the library.
But I'm saying you don't have to put in extra days or anything, right? Because
no, but I got
it works at UW.
I mean, they might give us different assignments if we miss class.
Oh.
And then I don't know if there's makeup days at the end if like they have to cancel a bunch. Oh. So I don't know how that'll work. But with the weather being the way it was, it's like I was like, yeah, I'm gonna like get ahead for once and blah blah blah. And
did you?
No, like I don't know. Being in the house while it's snowing outside is just. I just wanted to be on the couch.
It's hard to motivate.
Yeah.
It's hard to motivate because I was like, oh, I can do all these things. And then I like look at my cats and I look at the TV and I'm like, I think I'm going to take a nap.
I may or may not have watched 4 Lethal Weapon movies yesterday.
What?
Yeah.
It's probably better.
I blame Tom.
Better than what I watched. Awesome. I ended up watching, what was it? Married at First Sight. And I have a reason why. Okay.
Because that's who you are.
No.
You love it.
I watched it. I realized that one of the episodes was on Hulu. And I have a friend that actually is in like round 3 for the show Married at First Sight. So I'm like, I've never watched this. Let me watch it so I can get a general idea of what's happening. Because if she is picked, then they fly us out to the wedding. Like, she gets to pick her friends who are going to go to the wedding. She's got like 25 people she can pick from. They fly them out there. You're there for the wedding. But I'm like, how the hell does this work? So the Miami season was probably from like 2 years ago. And so I put it on and I text her. I said, I'm watching this for you. I'm brushing up on this for you. And then they pair up these complete strangers you only meet at the altar. So they are like, hi, my name is Rebecca. Hi, my name is Dan. Like, there. What? Yes. You know nothing about this person. You don't know if they're a smoker or a non-smoker, if they have a dog or a cat, or what color hair they have, the size, any of that. You don't know anything. The size of their ring finger. Actually, you do know because you go shopping for their rings. So that's the only thing that you know. And like, you don't know their ethnicity. You don't know any of that stuff. You get up to the altar, you walk down the aisle, up to the altar, and you're like, hi. So the whole thing was.
So the show, what's the show? Just watching their marriage implode after that?
Well, yeah, basically. So then the show will pay for you to go on a honeymoon, right? So I was like, maybe it's worth it for that, right? Mm-hmm. So these couples one went to Puerto Rico, the other one went to Jamaica, the other one I think went to Costa Rica. One of the, like, I forget. Anyhow, so for probably 5 days. So they try to see how they get along, how they don't get along, and then the other thing in it is like, well, did you guys sleep together yet? Because they're complete strangers, right? And if the chemistry is not there, I mean, you got to sleep in the same bed. Doesn't mean that, you know? So I'm like, the whole point was, in my head, I'm like, I need to know she has an out. And the out is they have to spend 6 weeks together and then decide if they're going to get a divorce or not, or if they're going to stay together or get a divorce.
Oh, man.
Yeah.
Prenup.
So, yeah. So I was like watching that. It was like one episode after the other. And it got to a point where I just Googled it. And it was like Married at First Sight, Miami. And then it was like, are these couples still together?
Divorce.
Yeah. And then I looked to see and I was like, they stayed together for 2 years and then they got divorced. Those got divorced immediately and those lasted for a year and then they got separated.
Is anyone still together?
Well, not in that Miami. I mean, they've recorded different seasons everywhere. So there are some because I want to say I've seen like Married at First Sight couple just had a baby. Like, you know, so some have worked out. I don't know.
Okay, so let's see. 99% chance this is not going to work out for your friend, right? So what?
That she's not going to be on the show, or
no? Say she gets on the show.
Yeah.
She marries some random dude.
Yeah.
And sleeps with him and you know breaks it off. What's the upside? What's the upside of it?
She got a free vacation.
Okay.
She got to see her friends. Her friends got a vacation out of it too because they flew out to the wedding. Okay. Like there is an upside to this. She gets a free dress.
I think
they pay for the whole wedding. Yeah.
For me, it wouldn't be an upside.
She'd be happy with it.
Yeah.
I'm telling. Like I.
Would you do it, D?
Hell no. You are not going to get me up that aisle. No. I don't think so.
Even to be on national television?
Nope. I keep that stuff private. Mm-hmm. Like right. No. I am not going to do Married at First. Hell no. That's too much. Mm-hmm. But so she's going to try. So I don't know. I had texted her on Monday because she was supposed to have her third interview and third rounds. Like, how'd it go? She's like, I think it went well, but we don't know. Because on the show, you have a psychologist, a therapist. And on this particular episode, they had like he was like a priest or something. And the three of them then pick they match you up. Oh, who do you think
they don't bring in like her best friend? Like they don't bring in D to consult?
They should. They should have me meet him.
They should have D consult.
But I would probably be like, yes, he'd be hilarious, and it's not going to work, but it's great television.
Yeah, well, that's that's who you are.
Yeah, that's what I would say.
We all know who you are.
Yeah. So I was curious to see. I stopped watching at some point where they then moved in together, like in a house.
Do they give them a house? Do they give them a cool place?
No, they showed them like looking for a place to live together. So I don't know if they pay them the first month's rent or whatever it is, because it was kind of steep. So they lived together for a little bit. It was like this one couple was adjusting to the girl was terrified of dogs, and she was adjusting to the guy having 2 dogs.
Oh my God! That could be a deal breaker.
Yeah, for real. And then there was like a couple of the other ones. So
they'll put you with some guy who hates cats.
Oh God, I don't care. I'd have my cat walk all over you. That's all. But it was I don't know. I didn't get to the end, but now I'm like, I need to know if she's going to make it or not, because then I'll watch the rest. So I could know. And I'll be like, you have 6 weeks. Suck it up. Just record it and keep going.
I'm on the edge of my seat.
Yeah.
Can't wait.
Yeah. But going back to Valentine's Day, maybe we should probably maybe grab a drink or something. And
yeah.
Mm-hmm.
No. Cindy's like, no.
No, I mean.
Your Bloody Mary that you said you were craving on our way here?
Wednesday's like harder than Thursday for me to do something. But so yeah, I'm sure we can.
Tech time.
Yep. Just work till 7.
Yeah, tech time to do it. And you're in your job's in Fremont.
Yep.
What kind of be like?
What are people? How do people feel about Valentine's Day in general?
What do you mean?
I don't mean necessarily this one on this day of the week. Just like, what are your thoughts on Valentine's Day?
It's my only chance to wear edible underwear.
Is it? Okay.
I like it.
I'm gonna steal a bit from another podcast I like. Valentine's Day, is it underrated, rated, or overrated?
I think it's fine. Like, I don't feel any particular way about it. Like, I've not actually had many Valentines on Valentine's Day. I think last year might have been like the first one, and I appreciated like the gifts and like the gesture. And it's a week after my birthday, so then it was just like double gifts. So that was nice. Yeah.
I think that if you're with someone, it's nice to do something on that day together because, like you were saying, it was like your first Valentine's Day. But if I have someone, then I kind of want to do something with you. Like, I'm not saying let's go and have an expensive dinner or any of that stuff, but let's do something. Like, you could buy me one rose, just something.
Yeah.
I'm not a very like super affectionate person, but like, if you tell me you love me, maybe I'll tell you I love you.
Yeah. I'm not a V-Day hater. Yeah. And I'm not like, oh my God, I can't wait for Valentine's Day. Yeah. I'm just, whatever, do you?
Yeah. You guys you're not the ones who get all bummed out if you don't have something great to do.
No. I actually, you know what I do on Valentine's Day?
People who do get bummed out, those people drive me crazy.
Yeah. No,
like,
you know what
it's just a fucking day of the week. Get over it.
Yeah. You know what I do on Valentine's Day, and I usually do every year, usually if I remember, is I send my mom either flowers or something like,
oh, that's nice.
And then I'll buy her Valentine's Day card, or so she doesn't know, and since I'm not consistent, she doesn't know to expect something or not. So this year when I went up to, so my mom collects like little espresso cups from every city, so it's become like her thing. So if my sister or I go somewhere, she's got one from London, one from like if my sister went to whatever islands she goes to on the Disney cruise, she'll buy her something like a little cup. And I had bought her one from like Seattle, but it was like the Starbucks espresso cups. Like, that's not true Seattle. So when I went to the Space Needle, and I'm not shitting on Starbucks because I like collecting their coffee cups every city I go to. I really like them. But and I actually finally grabbed one from Providence, Rhode Island, and it's like my favorite one. I was like, it's from Rhode Island. So when I went to the Space Needle and we went down to the gift shop, I was like looking around and I found an actual espresso cup that had like this, it said it looked like the Space Needle, like it was tall enough, and then it had the Space Needle and it said Seattle on it. And I was like, this is so cute. I'm buying it for my mom. So I bought it. And then I remembered, Valentine's Day is coming up. So I bought her a Valentine's Day card. I think I put it in the mail maybe Friday. So I was out, I think on Sunday or yesterday with Rachel on Monday, and I go, oh yeah, I mom, I wonder if she got it. And so I called my mom yesterday. She was at work, and I was complaining about the snow. Oh, Maria. I call her Maria. And I was like, oh, Maria, the damn snow. Snowing again? Oh, my God. That's how she sounds. And I was like, I can't take the snow anymore. What's wrong with that over there? And I said, I don't know. Take the damn snow back. She's like, oh, it's supposed to snow tomorrow. Anyhow. And then she's like, oh, I got a package in the mail. You got got something in the mail? She's like, then I go look. I'm like, what is from? Oh my God, that's from my girl. That's what she calls me, my little girl. Oh, my girl. Huh. And she's not expecting it. She opens it. That's so nice. And I go, so mommy. She's like, what? And I go, why the hell didn't you call me? And why am I calling you? Oh my God. It's because she's like, she was waiting for me to get out of work. She's like, I thought you had to work. So I was waiting and I was going to catch you like around this. I literally just grabbed my phone to call you. And I was like, oh, okay. Just making sure. And so she's like, oh, it's such a cute cup. And I said, I know you already had one from Starbucks. She goes, I used the Starbucks one. This one I'm not using. This is going in the collection. Oh. So it's going, she has like a little stand that has like the cups on it. So I was like, okay. She goes, but it's so cute. I really liked it. And I was like, yep, that's your Valentine's gift. She goes, you never forget. That's what she says. So that's what my typical Valentine's Day now is, either sending her flowers, because my dad never gets her anything. So it's like, whatever. So if I can and if I remember, then I'll send her either flowers or chocolates or something random.
Yeah, that's sweet.
Yeah.
My dad used to always get me a Valentine.
Like, really?
Yeah, even like in college, I think it stopped probably once I like moved away or was on the boat. But like he would always like, since I was a kid, get me like a teddy bear or like flowers or chocolates. So I like felt like I had something on Valentine's Day. And then in like high school even, you know, he would a nice card and flowers, and college, you know, he'd send me money and be like, go buy a bottle of wine with your girlfriends. Or, you know, so I always had a Valentine.
Nice. We got to get your mom to call into the show.
Maria. That's her name, Maria.
I know.
She's so cute though.
Did you ever have in like elementary school where they had to make little boxes for your desk? You know, they put the box out or the envelope and then everybody walks around and passes out things. Did you ever have to do that?
The little Valentine's Day cards you're talking about?
Well, just the cards, but
remember those?
And the hearts?
Yep.
Yeah, and then,
Yeah, in school we had to make our own little like box, like a little cardboard box you put at the edge of your desk or whatever, and you know, and then it's like, oh, it's time to pass out your Valentines, and we had to walk around and like drop everybody's cards in there. And, yeah, you don't remember that?
Will you be my Valentine?
Yeah, like I don't remember making one, but I do remember exchanging.
Didn't we have to make one for everyone though? Didn't like every kid give every other kid a Valentine?
Basically, yeah.
Or did you just play favorites? And
there were those kids that didn't get anything, and then of course they're like, you know, oh, you feel bad, and so you just like give them something or whatever. I mean, that happened. It was just the way that we grew up.
So if you did have a girlfriend, Jeff and Tom, okay, would you do something on Valentine's Day?
Sure.
You know, often I find the girls are like, "This is stupid."
But even if she says no, don't do anything.
Don't listen to them.
No. I mean, I might. It doesn't mean we're not going to do something. It just means like we don't have to do it on that day and fight all the BS crowds and have to make reservations and
you can make her a nice
extra
dinner at home
and pay 3 times as much for
I've
the
done
Uber.
That before.
Yeah, you know, we might do something, but we might do it on a different day of the week. Do it on the weekend. I don't know.
I want to do something on Valentine's Day. We're not postponing this. Tom?
Yeah.
I'd be like, no, Valentine's Day is on this day. We're doing something on this day. I don't care if we're going for a walk holding hands. We're doing something. Let's go look at dogs. I don't know.
Yeah, I mean, like sit on the Netflix and chill or something. But it doesn't have to be like, oh, we're going to go spend money on a dinner and fight crowds and Uber surge
but
pricing.
Something special. Like
yeah, sure.
I want to know what Tech Tom would do. Tech Tom, what would you do on Valentine's Day?
I haven't had to do anything in a very long time, but if I was to do something, it would probably be, you know, just pick something that's like a little different, you know, like, hey, I need a new pair of shoes. You want to go to the mall? Let's find a new pair of shoes, and you just kind of like daisy chain off of that idea. So you're at the mall, you're looking for shoes. Oh, we gotta get a smoothie from the mall kiosk or whatever. Then maybe we should get something to eat. You just kind of plan the day as you move along.
Just spend the time together.
Exactly.
Like I feel like you should
together. Yeah.
Yeah.
And if at some point in time you're like, dude, I really wish we had a Valentine's dinner. Let's go find something, and then it becomes like, let's see if we can find a restaurant that'll give us.
But I think that you should spend that day together as a couple
idea,
if you have someone that's significant, right? And then to me, that's more important. I don't care about the dinner and stuff. We could go have a nice dinner some other day. But as long as we do something together, like if I'm not going to see you on Valentine's Day, like.
And I think going out and spending time with each other is going to give that opportunity for that one or two, maybe a magical moment that then becomes the tradition. It's yeah, you know, we always buy sandals on Valentine's Day. There's no chance we're wearing
even
it
if it's snowing.
Cold.
Yeah.
But that becomes the thing that you always do. And it's
or you give each other sandals.
Something weird. Yes, I mean you got to give yourself an opportunity to have those moments. You can't just like ignore that.
Yeah. It's something quirky and weird that maybe just the two of you guys understand.
Sure.
Yeah, I get it.
I think the last few girlfriends I've had disdain for Valentine's Day.
Really?
I think they just thought it was dumb and corporate excuse to take our money.
I
probably also because they got shit on Valentine's Day in the past, and so then they were kind of angry about it. So it was your turn to turn it around.
No,
Jeff.
that was my responsibility.
That was your.
I tried. No, I wanted to.
Show up with roses.
They weren't having
and like all this stuff.
They're like, do not do anything for Valentine's Day. I'm like, okay.
Yeah. I don't know. I would say do something if you have the option to do it. What if Cindy? What if you were dating somebody and they were like, I don't want to do anything on Valentine's Day? Would you feel some like kind of offended or something?
I'd be annoyed.
Okay.
I'd be annoyed.
Yeah. Well,
like I would share that like I want to. Do
a guy
something.
can't say that. A guy can't tell his girlfriend, I don't want to do anything for Valentine's Day.
Yeah.
Come on. This
only
holiday,
a girl. Yeah, you're right. Only a girl would probably say that to a guy.
This holiday is for the women.
Yeah.
I mean,
I was gonna say like I feel like my ex wasn't a big Valentine's Day fan, but I didn't ask for anything. But it's like I got a thing of chocolates, I got a big thing of flowers, I got a spa day, and we, like he cooked me dinner. Yeah. Like it was. It's just like you do it for the girl.
Yeah.
I would think
only the woman has the veto power on Valentine's Day.
if somebody were to say like I'm not into it or whatever, that's the opportunity to like be as annoying as possible with it. It's like they wake up and there's something going on, and
that would be me.
Something going
that
on.
Would be
and
me.
like,
that would be like if the guy was like, "I'm so not into Valentine's Day." I'm like, "All right, you wait and watch."
Yeah, exactly.
Balloons and the big pillow, like the teddy bear, like over the top, so I could annoy you.
Yep,
and you'd be like, "Okay, I get it. I'm like, "You want to see the real thing now?" Just kidding.
Yeah, you could make him really like Valentine's Day.
Yeah.
If you played that right.
Yeah. Okay, for a little Deanna's rewind. It was Cindy's birthday. And we all got together and stuff. How was your celebration parties?
Really good. I
you had a snowstorm.
Yeah, I was gonna say I thought the snowstorm was gonna fuck up my plans.
Tons of
you
people.
were so worried.
Yeah,
you were so worried that people weren't gonna come out.
Yeah. So it was nice. It was a big turnout. Yeah. Thanks for coming, guys.
Yeah.
Both nights. The Friday night.
It was definitely not a night to leave the house, and everyone came.
Yeah,
I agree.
Yeah. And Friday especially was like we were out bar hopping like in the snow.
Right.
I'm lucky I got home
on the top of a hill.
Yeah, on the top of a hill.
I'm glad you made it home. I text you. It was like 12 o'clock. I remember I was out with Rachel and I said, "Dude, I haven't heard from Cindy yet." So I texted you. And I was like, "Yo, you alive?" Nothing.
Yep, same here.
Sorry,
are you
guys.
still alive? Yeah. Are you not alive? Something okay? Because I just wanted to know that you had made it home.
Yeah. Well, I hadn't yet. But
no, she was still partying.
12 after. No, it was the next day.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, I probably had like 6
shots.
I was sleeping by that point.
Yeah, 6 shots of tequila like at dinner before we even
before you started
raging. Yeah. So I was pretty out of it, and then my phone died at the end of the night.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
But yeah, so that was like the wild and crazy night, and then Saturday was super nice. You know, it was little friends from different groups, all important people.
It was funny because when I got there, I was like, I'd be like, how do you know Cindy? Is it through Mike and Allie? Mm-hmm. Is it through school or is it the gym? So those were like the 3 options basically. Am I right?
Yeah.
Or work.
Or work. Yeah.
So work and school I kind of like put together. But yeah, it was kind of like, do you know Mike and Allie? No. Okay. How about school? You school her? Okay. And then if they were from the gym, then I already knew who they were.
Right.
So it was kind of funny. Yeah. But I had a good time. I hadn't seen Silas and Tyson in forever and for like 4 months maybe. And so it was cool to just see them and catch up and like hang out with them. Like I was like,
do donuts in the parking lot.
Mm-hmm. Dude, we had a sweet ride home, man. Yeah. That was pretty cool. 4x4 all-wheel drive. Let's go.
Awesome.
She made Silas and Tyson go like way out of their way to take her home.
No, I didn't really have
Silas is like, we're going to Wallingford?
Yeah. Was it fine the ride back?
It was
cool?
fine. It was fine.
Okay. I didn't know because I was like, no, don't take that road. That's going to get you stuck. Let's go around there.
It was an adventure. We had to strategize.
Yeah. Was it bad going? The road
for us to get home from your house?
Yeah.
No, it was okay. I thought you meant getting to your house. Your house was a little bit challenging.
I wouldn't have turned where he turned. I would have gone all the way to Market and then gone straight. I don't know. I just stick to one road that I know is going to be clear the whole way.
Yeah.
Yeah. So anyhow, so what do we have coming up? So we got Valentine's Day. Any others?
And then the following weekend is Portland.
Oh yeah. We're going to have to roadcast again.
Oh, okay. We need to make plans.
We'll talk specifics. But I'm glad that we all were able to get together in the Snowpocalypse / Snowmageddon of 2019. Thanks for listening, guys.
Bye.
Hey, thanks for listening to Deanna Cruz Unfiltered. Don't forget to leave a review or a 5-star rating. Every review helps more people discover the show. And you can find my social media links right above. Follow me, just at Deanna Cruz.